So, tell us a bit about R-Cade, what it is you offer, when you opened, and how you've grown since first opening.
Okay. R-Cade has been around for just over 7 years now. We originally opened in 2018, and the concept was a celebration of retro video games originally. And in our original venue, it was sort of a Japanese ramen bar. Obviously, global pandemic hit for a few years, so in 2022, we ended up reopening, and then we, after about 9 months, moved to our current venue at 121 Saltmarket, where we expanded to double the size. We got more video games, more consoles, but then we also added in the cafe, which is all about sort of nostalgia, it's about retro toys, board games, collectibles, all that kind of stuff as well.
That's exactly the vibe I got when we came in. I was like, oh my god, I remember that, I remember that. So just obviously with the school holidays coming up, what are you offering over these 2 weeks that the kids are in the city of?
So the school holidays tend to be our busiest time, and with Easter coming up, we've put on a calendar of various different events. With the new Minecraft movie coming out, we thought we would do a couple of events themed around Minecraft. It is one of the biggest games of all time, of course, and so we're doing a Minecraft build-off for kids aged kids aged 10 and up. So for kids aged 10 and up, we're doing a Minecraft build-off on the video game. That's taking place on the 13th of April. And we're going to have various different setups in our arcade for different versions of the game. They're all going to be console based, so we have Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 and the Wii U version. And it's just a chance for kids to come down and meet other kids that like Minecraft and sort of just talk about their interest and their love for the game. Also over Easter we're doing a swap shop. So in our cafe, as well as all of the toys and collectibles, board games is a massive thing for us. So we're inviting everyone to come down and just rake around the cupboards, find any games that they haven't used in a while, something that they don't think they have any sort of sentimental value for, bring it down, and we'll make sure that it gets into the hands of somebody who'll actually enjoy it and really, really, really use it. So you can bring down stuff, there's no sort of fee or anything like that, it's just bring down stuff, pop it down. If you see anything on the table that you want to take home that you think your kids may be interested in, then by all means you can take stuff away as well.
It's like a take a penny, leave a penny.
Yeah, exactly. Take what you want, leave what you don't.
So just touching on that, yeah, the kids are coming down here, it's your busiest period. How important was a city like Glasgow, where traditionally it's been easy for a lot of kids to fall into some bad habits, how important is it to have a place like this in the city where they can come and do something sort of entertaining and functional with their time rather than roaming about the streets? How important do you feel that is?
It's incredibly important to have a place like R-Cade. It's funny because in the younger sort of age groups, the very, very young kids, you've always got stuff like soft plays and sort of lots of different entertainment things that they can do. But there's that sort of gap between sort of primary school, I would say, up until, so basically secondary school age, up until you go off to sort of college and university, where there's not a lot of stuff that the kids can enjoy that's accessible and it's safe and it's easy to get into. So yeah, I think it's so important to have a place like R-Cade and other places like it where kids can come down and not just kids, but young adults can come down and enjoy themselves and know that it's something that they're interested in, but it's also a safe place for them to come down as well. We also do, we work with Young Scot as well, yeah. So in terms of trying to get the word out there is what R-Cade is and what's available. Young Scot have been fantastic for talking to us, and we do a discount on their app and through the website as well.
Perfect, so if people bring their Young Scot card along, they get a discount?
Absolutely,
right. So tell us about some of your favourite consoles you have in here. I know there's, what's the exact number? It says 22?
Over 2,300 video games now. When we originally started back in 2018, I had literally 300 games, which is still quite a lot, don't get me wrong, but that was my personal collection. Yeah. And that was things that I loved over the years and stuff that I'd collected. So to go from that up to over 2,000 now is absolutely insane. But favourites for me, I was a Nintendo kid growing up originally, but I also loved Sega as well. The Nintendo GameCube though is probably my favourite console of all time. The design of that console is phenomenal. It's so
That was actually
different.
my first console.
Was it?
Yeah.
There you go. See, so I mean, PlayStation and Xbox were doing their thing. Absolutely love the PS2 as well, but the GameCube I think it was the start of Nintendo realizing that they just had to do what they wanted to do, and not trying to be the most powerful console with the latest graphics and the fastest processing speeds. So yeah, the GameCube, and it has a fantastic catalogue, which I feel like was overlooked at the time. And now they've started going back and making those games again for like the Switch and stuff, with like Luigi's Mansion and Smash Ultimate, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Top work and then pan down.
No, you're fine. I'm not actually having a look for myself.
Yeah, that's a cool.
With your build-off competition and offering longer opening times over the holidays, what are some other regular events you offer throughout the year that people can come and get involved in?
Yeah, so regular events at R-Cade, there's so many different ones. For sort of that age bracket, we do a friendship club every month. So on the last Friday of every month, first Friday of every month. So on the
No, you're fine.
So on the first Friday of every month, we do a friendship club for kids aged between 8 and 16, and it's a chance for them to find kids who are also interested in video games. And the whole premise of it is that we try to do local multiplayer games. I mean, kids play online, nothing wrong with that at all. But having that interaction face to face, and playing a game in the same
LAN
place,
party sort of thing.
yeah, that sort of feeling, that sort of vibe. That's something that we love doing. So yeah, the first Friday of every month we do that. Sorry, we've also done sort of family quizzes in the past. So we do a regular quiz night for over 18s every month. But we also started doing one on Sundays for the kids as well, which is really cool. We have had other things in the past, like D&D and that kind of things for the kids. Whether or not we're going to do that regularly again, still to be seen, but never say never.
So also you mentioned there you also do run some over 18 stuff, and that begins at 7 PM, is that correct?
That is correct.
So what's the difference also once the kids leave and it goes to over 18? What changes within the store?
The
when the
venue
sun goes down?
the venue doesn't really change that much because the over 18s are just big kids. at the end of
I
the
mean,
day.
just in terms of
But-
what's offered.
Yeah, in terms of how the venue works, so before 7 PM, we are all ages. After 7 PM, it's over 18s only. So we do ask for ID. We make sure that everyone is of age. We change the games catalogue, for example. So the games that are available to play during the day, when all ages are allowed, we restrict 15, 16 and 18 rated games. So anything like Resident Evil, Doom, God of War, that kind of thing, we don't allow on during the day. But then after 7 PM, when it's over 18s, that stuff is accessible. So the games catalogue changes from family friendly to basically everything.
And what time does it stay open till for the over 18s night?
We generally stay open till 10 PM for over 18s. We have opened till 11 in the past, but that was like very rarely. So yeah, generally from 7 till 10 is the best time. I feel like it's also a good time if somebody's like going on a night out.
Yeah.
It's just a nice time to come out, do something a little bit different, a little bit fun, and then go off to a pub or a club or whatever like that afterwards.
Perfect. And so obviously we mentioned you have your board games and your video collection, which is a bit retro. What brought that to the fore along with the games? What made you think these are other things you like to offer? What was the thoughts behind it?
Well, excuse me. So originally the video games was the main focus of the business, but then honestly, it's myself and my partner Michelle, we just love reliving our past memories, and so out of the sort of nostalgia of the retro consoles, we started just building a community of people who loved TV shows, films, cartoons, all that kind of thing, wrestling, all sorts of obscure things like that. And so all those interests, just from people coming down and experiencing R-Cade and being part of the community, we all started chatting about that, and then I'm going to be honest, ran out of space in our house for all of the things that we own. So we were like, we need somewhere to put all these things, and it just sort of stemmed off of that. I'm going to be honest.
Perfect. And just finally, do you have any sort of future plans for R-Cade? Are you looking to do anything new, or is it just kind of keeping the same sort of events you've been running going?
The business itself, the business itself is doing great.
Yeah.
We are, I think we've managed to over the past 7 years nailed down exactly what we enjoy doing, what the public enjoy coming down to enjoy as well, to experience. And so just keeping that ball rolling, keeping going with the events that we already do and the sort of offerings that we have here at R-Cade. I will never stop buying games. I will never stop collecting board games, videos. I will never stop doing it. I don't think that's just part of who I am. Call me a hoarder, but I'm not. I promise. So yeah, sort of maintaining that, and I feel like the biggest part of R-Cade for me personally is the celebration of everything old. It's the celebration of the things, our history, the things that we grew up with, and making sure that those, for example, just the electronics, the old TVs, the old consoles, that they still work and we still use them and we still maintain them. Because you could chuck all that in a cupboard, you could throw it in the attic or storage and forget about it.
Guilty of that at some point.
Yeah, everybody is, but don't get me wrong, it's fine if you do it properly, but these things get forgotten about, and I don't want, it's part of who you are, and so I don't want that to happen. And so yeah, that's the main push, the main thing that pushes us at R-Cade, is celebrating all the things that make us who we are. So keeping that going and building the community, getting more people involved, doing other events. We've done external events in the past with different universities, different sort of faculties, that kind of thing, and maybe working with other brands as well to celebrate all the nostalgia that we have.
Brilliant. And just finally, if anyone wants to get in touch to find out more about any of your events or just come down for a day of gaming, where are they best to get your details or have a look at what's going on?
The best way to contact us is always through our website. I put a lot of love into building our website, so arcadeglasgow.com is the sort of main hub of everything we do. But we are all across socials as well, so you can find us using the tag @R-Cade-Glasgow, all one word. You'll find us on Facebook, we're on Instagram, TikTok. We even have our YouTube channel where we post our sort of behind the scenes vlogs. And we've got a bit of a following on Twitch, but I've not had as much time to live stream as I used to. But yeah, you can follow us on that.
Understandable, we're a busy place.
Yeah, lots to do.
Right, brilliant. Well, that's perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was brilliant.
Thank you.